Sagittarius, hello. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first visit. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and we are going to be working with the Modern Witch deck today. This is your weekly read. Let's just see what we have here. Guidance from Spirit for this week for Sagittarius. And we'll pull one of those. Oh, that's a lot of cards. We'll pull one of those, one of these Enchanted Map Oracle cards at the end as well. Thank you all for joining me. It's really nice to be reading for you. It's been a little bit of time. It's just a busy week, you know. It's I've gotten to the point where I've got my cards in my hands several times every day, and then I had a couple of days away and so busy and I didn't have my cards in my hands at all. It felt quite odd. Let's see what we got here, Sagittarius. Maybe a couple more cards, I think, for the week. Alright, I think that'll do. We've got quite an interesting random collection here. Let's see what we can make of all this, Sagittarius. So this is for Sagittarius position Sun, Moon, or Rising, and it is a general reading, which means it may not resonate for you, and if it doesn't, don't try to force the fit, okay? Because this is a general reading. I can't pick up everyone's energies. It'll be whoever I happen to be picking up, and we'll see where we go from here. With the Star card in reverse, there's a little bit of hopelessness. Something's not, something isn't appearing to turn out the way you want it to, and so you're feeling not depressed, but you're a little bit concerned, a little sad, maybe starting to feel just a little bit hopeless. I'm not really all that worried about it for you, though, because the Nine of Wands is here next to this card. So your reaction to feeling that way, feeling down, feeling a little bit defeated, is to redouble your efforts here. This is a fighter. This card, this Nine of Wands card energy, is really tenacious. You know, you've fought so many battles. You've gotten through everything that's been thrown at you so far, and you'll get through this too. And so I'm not really all that concerned about the energy from the reverse Star card for you. You do have a lot of anxiety right now. You're losing a little sleep. You're worried about something. But again, you've got the Nine of Wands there, really, you know, pulling it all together. It's interesting. I just noticed you've got 3 nines. The Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups. The nines are all about returning to yourself, integrating your experiences, your various roles that you play in society, and starting to really bring all of that together into one whole being. So think about that in relation to this week as well, Sagittarius. There could be something there in the 3 nines showing up. Something about coming back to who you are deep inside, and I think it has a lot to do with this resilience. You don't always want to be in fighter mode, but if you need to, you know, you can totally bring it. You can defend what you need to defend. You can fight your way through whatever challenges are put in front of you. Even when you're in your bed exhausted because you can't sleep and your head won't shut up, you are still able to fight through that, and that's a beautiful thing. This Two of Pentacles tells me that whatever is on your agenda, whatever's filling up your date book, you have what you need to balance all of the many responsibilities. You've got the focus, even though you're distracted by whatever challenges you're battling, whatever's making you feel a little bit hopeless, like the uphill battle that won't ever end. You're still holding it all together. You're still keeping track of what needs doing. You're getting it done, and this is great energy to come into. I think as you are going through your week, you're resolving some long-standing battle. The anxiety is starting to back off, and it could be anxiety that you're battling. To be honest, this time of year, A lot of us go through this mental health challenge of seasonal affective disorder kicking in as the light is changing here where I am in the northern hemisphere. But I think this Nine of Cups energy is so beautiful because it's about satisfaction and luxury, pleasure, fulfillment, emotional stability. So if you have been battling with some anxiety or depression, I think you're going to find a good solution maybe in your routine, in having a set routine, a steady routine, and keeping yourself to it. That may help you. You know, you may be exploring new medications or new therapies of other sorts. I'm not sure. But I feel like whatever you're battling, you have, toward the end of this week, some really, really great progress and energy here that is joyful. It's very satisfying. There's like satisfaction is a big feeling with this space that this person is in. This Queen of Pentacles is, you know, the energy that's really solidly comfortable financially, very in charge of their own financial security, comfortable physically, you know, in your environment. You have sort of a practical approach, but you're taking care and making a nice nest for yourself, and also possibly being more comfortable in your body. So if you've been struggling with depression or anxiety, that can make you feel really kind of foreign to yourself. And I think as the week progresses, there's definitely someone here who starts to find the right approach to that struggle and starts to feel a whole lot better in their own skin, in their own mind. And I think that's quite nice. Let's take a look at one of the Enchanted map oracle cards for you. Listening, number 53. Number may be significant for some of you. 53, 5 and 3 makes 8. The 8s are about beating obstacles, so it sort of lines up well. Listening, an open heart will hear the message. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to listen. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment, for the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just with your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. So you may be seeking some help with the challenges that you're facing this week. And if so, the guidance there is to listen and to take in what's being said and what's not being said. So you may have a lot of fears in your mind about what you perceive to be possible reality. And I think that as you're having conversations with others this week, you may, if you are aware, start to see that some of those fears, or many of those fears, are baseless. They're not reality. They're just those voices late at night when you can't sleep, pushing you into a state of fear. But having that outside perspective can definitely help you, and it looks like it definitely will help you. So I hope that you have a lot of joy in the end of this week, and I wish you great strength at the beginning of this week, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. Every one of those helps the channel to grow and to get the messages out to more people, and that's really my goal. So thank you so much for helping me to get these messages out to more folks that they may be useful for. I hope you have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time, Sagittarius. Blessings.